I'm Javid Afridi and I'm from Pakistan. Well, I joined the profession of journalism in 1997. For the first 1 decade or a little more than that, I was a print journalist before I joined a news TV channel, and I'm currently working for that news channel, Express 24/7. In this fellowship, we have people from 8 countries, and it's have given me a diverse opinion about the people. It's going to go a long way in this strive for pro-education campaign in my region. It is a great family. When I was selected for this fellowship, I always expected a lot of number of good American friends, but it never came to my mind that I'll be having a so diverse and kind of vibrant family that I am affiliated with now, and I'm proud of it. But online media is getting so much kind of high-tech involvement. We never noticed these things. It has kind of boosted my resolve to go for it, and I believe I have newer means and skills to achieve what I wanted to. I would say it has kind of changed my overall opinion about life, be it professional or personal, and I feel I'm a changed man now after this fellowship.
My name is Cheng Hunters. I am from Mongolia. I'm a broadcasting journalist. I work for the Mongolian National Public Radio for 15 years, and I started my career as a news reporter. Change means always positive things. For example, change means challenge sometimes. If you challenge yourself, you develop yourself, and you will learn a lot. They are really leaders from around the world, from 8 countries, and I saw lots of differences between the culture.
We need to do one more.
I changed a lot. I learned a lot from my other fellows. So there are some differences, of course. At least in the USA, they have a really high quality technology.
You don't even know, they were very slight.
Next 2 years or next couple of years, I think we will be similar like USA. So, for example, social media, it supports media in USA very effectively. They can use social media, in order to deliver information as soon as possible. When I return my country, I will tell other colleagues, other journalists, so I will tell them, please learn online media as soon as possible, because it's the future of the media. It's one of the big difference I can make when I return my country.
My name is Siobhan Daniel, and I come from Colombo, Sri Lanka. My journey in journalism began about 13 or 14 years ago as a gopher in the newsroom, go for this, go for that. I was fortunate enough to be given the opportunity to read news on radio and television eventually. And a few years after that, I was also fortunate to get into the management of the company in which I work for today.
And all the things
Change obviously is a very important part of my life. Change has been thrust on me more often than not. It's been most unexpected at times. Instead of being run over by it, instead of being overwhelmed by it, I tend to try and harness change and use the momentum that change builds to take myself into a higher place. I think just as in any family, we have our dysfunctionalities. For the most part, we are a wonderful family, and we remain friends for the rest of our lives. I'm quite certain of that, and I consider myself lucky and fortunate to be amongst these extremely highly accomplished individuals.
Now,
We've covered the East Coast, the West Coast, and we even traveled across something like 14 or 15 states in 11 or 12 days. I think it's a phenomenal experience, and the time you spend with these people are times that you will really never forget. They've been completely, absolutely memorable.
do not sit on this.
I think every Humphrey Fellow should be allowed to experience this year for him or herself. One thing might be the fact that you can have a good Humphrey year or you can have a great Humphrey year. It's the benchmark you set for yourself. And I would just ask any Humphrey Fellow to come, especially if they're coming to Phoenix, Arizona. There are many preconceived notions about Phoenix, which are all wrong. You should just come here and do your very best have an open mind and experience all that this beautiful city and state and country has to offer.
I'm Mukesh Kumar. I'm from Pakistan.
For me, change is a just word, because from society I came, I have been listening and I'm pissed off listening this word, that change, 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 but there is no change. When I change my attitudes with the people, that gives me happiness. When I try to teach my children about change, that gives me happiness. This is meaning of change. There's a lot of difference between journalism of my country and Pakistan. I believe that in America, journalism is a relaxing job, but in my country, it's a very tough job. I learned here how to be a good anchor, how to be a good director, how could be a graphic editor, how could be a prompt operator. Means, you know, this I learned in America, especially this school, that the usage of the technology. I will remember my Humphrey colleagues. I will remember the Dr. Bill and Ivy's attitudes and their loving behavior. I will remember the supportive attitude of American students and American people. I will remember the American culture. I will remember the dances I made in the clubs of America. I will remember these. I think when I will go back to Pakistan, I will be completely different. I will not be the same as I was 1 year before in Pakistan.
My name is Darja Marjanovic. I come from Croatia.
This is a typical souvenir from northern Croatia.
I have been working in the broadcasting journalism for more than 20 years. And I went through everything from reporting the basics to being an executive producer. And my last position is international coordinator of the co-production of Middle European public TVs called Alps, Danube, Adriatic. Change is pretty much the meaning of my life. I change whatever I can. I did lots of work in field in my reporter career. If there is a change without making a difference, it's just the cosmetics. So change is for me trying to make a difference. Humphrey Fellows at ASU are a bunch of individuals that came together, and now we had to create a group, and professionals, individuals, people who have achieved something in their lives, in their respective countries, now trying to make a team work.
Introduce the show. Okay.
It's not an easy thing. There were difficulties for me to try to be just a part of the group and not to lead all the time, not to talk all the time, not to make my decisions all the time. For me, this is not the first time I applied for this scholarship, and the first time I came to the alternate candidate. So I came to the door, and the door was slammed right in front of my nose. And I was asking myself, now it is no, why do I want it? Why do I still want it? And then I said, the worst thing that can happen is a no. The no didn't happen the second time, it was yes. The general advice to everybody is to follow their way, because your way will always lead you to the right place where you should be.
My name is Mohammed Aladin. I am from Bangladesh. I work for a non-profit organization named Caritas as a head of communication. For me, it's a new way of life. It's a transformation for a new thinking, deconstruct my ideas. If I was in my country, I don't have a chance to do these things. It really helped me to learn new things, connecting new people. I am now self-confident because of this program, learning new ideas, professional development.
I'm going to introduce you guys.
Yeah, I think it's a global family now. We are Humphrey Fellows from around 93 countries.
Civilization! Yeah!
It's really a tremendous experience for me, and we exchange our ideas. I am living with a Chinese guy, so it's really a different experience. I can serve my country better. I will do better thing which I learned here as a leadership training. We can learn from everybody, and it really is a diverse opinion and diverse culture. We are learning, we are exchanging views. The main difference, the model here in America is almost hyper-local and advertisement model. In my country, still not hyper-local, and we always given importance of the international news, which is absent here. And in my country, only 5% people has access in internet. All the processes we learned here we can replicate in our society, in our organization. My recommendation for the Hubert Fellows, be well prepared, help each other. It's a wonderful opportunity in Cronkite, and they have all the stuffs you wanted to know. Just keep working on it, work hard, be positive, and try to learn more, and so that you can serve better.
My name is Malik Suraj. I'm from Pakistan. 1 year prior to becoming a Humphrey Fellow, I founded and launched the first online English language newspaper in the country's largest province of Balochistan. The media in the US also is like going through an age of transformation, so is the Pakistani media. We experienced the liberalization of the media 10 years back, and the, newspapers are still striving, newspapers are doing well as compared to the US. For me, change is all about accommodating oneself according to changing circumstances and to be willing to be a part of the changing technology, changing social trends. We very quickly developed as a family. It's been a fantastic experience for me. It's been a multidimensional experience. I have learned a lot of things personally and professionally. When I go back to Pakistan, I will continue my struggle for press freedom and for an organized media as an institution. I've learned how to respect legendary journalists, so perhaps when I open my journalism school in Pakistan, I will name it after a very prominent journalist who stood for truth and integrity. So my takeaway is the opening of a journalism school in my country.
My name is Aleksandra Dukovska. I'm coming from Macedonia. I started to work after I graduated. So I started to work in the Macedonian public radio. I started my career with a small production company, New Moment Video House in Skopje. We made documentaries and as well a TV program that was broadcasted at the different TV stations. When I decided to apply for a Humphrey Fellowship, it was the idea that this is the combination of not only the journalism, not only professional experience, but as well cultural and life experience. The program itself has 4 parts. It has academic work, study that we did here in the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. It has a professional development program. It has professional affiliation, and as well has a community service. So somehow it gives you a good sense of what is the real life in the United States. As a first generation, I think what we experienced is the learning by sharing other culture aspects. I believe that the future generation in Macedonia and younger generation deserve to gain real knowledge and practice excellence in journalism in the combination with the creative approach.
My name is Xiao. I'm from China. I got an internship in Beijing Youth Study, that is a Chinese language newspaper, and since then I worked there for 10 years.
First question.
I think the change could have different layers, and the first layer is I have the experience to study in America. That is one of my dreams. After 10 years job, I need some recharge. I need more knowledge. I think most of the fields is the same. We work hard. I mean, the American journalists and Chinese journalists, we work hard, and we have low salaries, and we struggle for our life. So that is it's a tough job, and it's 24/7 job. The most important thing is to know why should we learn. We learn a lot, and now it's time to live here and go back to our countries. What should we do? Yeah, we will have time with our family, and also we have the knowledge to better serve our people.
My name is Sevgi Serpil Atalay. I'm from Turkey. I'm an economist. I am different than all the other fellows in Cronkite School. but I have been in communications and foreign relations area for more than 11 years. Change is threatening, change is a challenge, and change is something should be embraced when you are faced with, because if you don't embrace change, it means that you cannot improve. It's something amazing because here you share so much. I remember in the first day of class, we were a bit suspicious of each other. We didn't know anything about each other. And I saw some of them next to me when I had some hard times here. So these things, of course, obviously make you a family. I learned a lot about communications and media during this year. Many things about writing for public relations, for example. I learned something about online media. So these things will contribute to my profession. I will be able to make a difference when I get back home.